Greetings. Yeah, I figure we'll do one more reading before we go out and enjoy the day. I mean, that's the thing, Pisces Kingdom. I mean, when you're talking about that black cat energy and the spiritual protection, I mean, that's what it is. We did the work. That's what it is. You know, while everybody was out focusing on other things, which is fine, or absorbing light off of others. I can agree with that. Now they're left outside the club and they can't even get in. I mean, you got to think that you're talking about people who wanted to be the shit in the eyes of everyone. They just didn't realize they were going to end up being a cat turd in the end. And I cover cat turds up with litter. I mean, like the whole litter of minions that they created. Because you got to think, those would be the first person that say, always start with gratitude and then don't show any. Make a wish. And then don't show any. And then they get all their little minions and you unmask the narcissist and da-da-da-da-da. Okay, great. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm worried about people and their destiny doing the work, not siphoning off of other people, not trying to plug in. So it is. And when I say that, these people are bothered because you cut them off so easily. What's the INFJ door slam? It's toxic shit. Weren't they trying to sacrifice an earth angel? Okay, they wanted to be the shit. They wanted fame and fortune, sacrificing an earth angel. Cool, they did. They got what they wanted. They are the shit. They're cat turds. That black cat spiritual energy, covering them up with a litter. The chips off the old block. We're just covering those cat turds right up. Simple enough. I mean, Pisces Kingdom says parasitic vampires plugging in and sucking off of the light. And now they're hating from outside the club because they can't even get in. Well, I agree with hating outside the club because they can't even get in. I agree with that because they didn't do the work. But when you say parasitic vampires, to me, that's people who wanted to be the shit. They wanted fame and fortune off sacrificing an earth angel. Okay, great. Give them what they want. They're cat shit. They're cat turds. It's a fucking cat turd. In the litter box, you cover it up with litter and you keep it moving. Sooner or later, someone's going to have to clean out that litter box full of cat turds that are covered up with litter. And what I mean by litter is all the people that they pulled in, all the litter. They recruited a litter of haters, cat turds generating a litter of haters. Okay, what are you going to do with a box full of cat turds and litter? Can't do anything with that. You leave that outside the club. They can't even get in. So not only do you have narcissists with no nose, but now the litter that they created trying to be the shit is going to look at them like a cat turd without a nose. I can't do anything about that. Pisces Kingdom already said it. She's pissed. She says parasitic vampires trying to breadcrumb the light and burn it out only for it to get stronger and leave them outside the club to hate. Okay, great. But that's what it is. You give them what they want. They wanted to be the shit. Okay, great. They're a cat turd. She says parasitic vampire. I say cat turd sucking on my tit. Simple enough. They hate that. I can't do anything about it. They created a litter. They recruited a bunch of followers. So now all their followers are a bunch of it's cat turd. It's a litter around a cat turd. It's a litter around a cat turd. A litter of people around a cat turd. Cool. So what do you do with that cat turd? You cover them up with their litter. They created the uncomfortable position. Cool. You cover them up with the litter. They recruited all the litter. They got in there and they scooped it around. Okay, cool. You just cover that cat turd up and keep it moving. Simple enough. I mean, that's when that truth comes out, which it already has, that there was a source they were plugging into. Do you have any idea how much energy you can call back from a cat turd and a bunch of litter? Simple enough. I got a waterfall. I don't have to go chasing waterfalls. This shit's coming right back to me. Cool. Where are those other Pisces that did that work? Not the ones that came to came to a group with a litter around them, not the cat turds that created a litter of people around him while they plugged into the sun. I mean, that I can't get out of that. It's what you're telling everybody. You say parasitic vampire, I say cat shit sucking off the sun. Yeah, the confusion. No shit. No shit, it's confusion. That way you just go in the club, you leave everybody outside, to cover up the cat turds with the litter. That's what it is. It's their mess. That's not my mess. It's not my mess. She said, Pisces, they're mad because they're enraged because now they know they have to do the work. Well, yeah. While they were breadcrumbing Pisces was doing the work. While they were trying to, siphon energy off of Pisces and burn out the sun, Pisces was glowing brighter. Oh, we didn't expect that. Well, yeah, but that's because your cat shit covered up with a bunch of litter you created. They created the litter. They recruited all the haters in. Okay, great. Now you got cat turds going to be covered up with haters. I can't do anything about that. There's sacrifice and earth angel energy in there. Simple enough, right? They wanted to put someone on the cross only to put themselves and everyone involved on the cross. They got what they wanted. What they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Plain and simple. It's not that hard to figure out. What comes around goes around. I can't do anything about that. It's what they wanted. They wanted that for another. So what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves. Plain and simple. And I'm fine with that. I'm absolutely fine with that. That's what it is. I mean, you've got Pisces Kingdom explaining it to all of the Pisces. Okay, great. Simple enough. I didn't try to sacrifice an earth angel. I did the work and ascended. Okay, great. So if I ascended and left everyone behind, that's prophecy. That's prophecy. That's fine. They would have to do the work to ascend, not sit here and listen to a bunch of people that think they're the cat shit covered up with a litter of haters. I knew that was going to be the result in the end. That's why I didn't get involved. What's going to end up happening when the truth comes out? You're going to have someone who has been feeding off of someone else like a fucking cat turd with a litter of haters around them. And then the litter of haters are going to realize, oh, this person did what? And then you're going to have a cat turd covered up with a litter of haters. I know how this works. I've seen it before. Let's do some Stranger Things, shall we? Simple enough. That's what it is. When I get a hold of that energy, I can't grab that energy and run with it if you don't have a reader giving it to us beforehand. So Pisces, they've been siphoning off your energy. Where are you at? Where are the Pisces that did the work, that have divine favor, that don't need a litter of haters around them? Because what ends up happening is you end up being a cat turd in the end, surrounded by a litter of haters. Cool, that shit's outside the club. They're outside the club with a cat turd in the middle, surrounded by a litter of haters. That's training day. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. No, that shit's outside the club. That shit's outside the club. That's what it is. And there's sacrifice, the earth angel energy. Now you've got a litter of haters that realize they have been pulled into a conspiracy to unalive an earth angel. Oh God, how hard do you think they're going to cover up that cat turd? I want no part of that. I don't want no part of that. No, I'm in the club. How they going to hate from outside the club? They can't even get in. She said, Pisces, these people are bothered. They can't believe how easily you cut them off. Look at the analogy I just gave you. You have sacrificed the earth angel energy in there. Okay, great. So what they wanted for another is what they wanted for themselves, them and everyone involved. They recruited haters trying to take out Christ consciousness, trying to take out an earth angel's halo, trying to steal the crown. Cool. What is that litter of haters going to feel like when they find out that truth, that somebody wanted to be the shit, they wanted to steal shit and unalive an earth angel because they thought they were the shit and could get away with that, and now they're surrounded by all the haters they recruited. A litter of haters are surrounding that cat turd, and I'm in the club. How are you going to hate from outside the club? You can't even get in. Simple enough. It's not that hard to figure out. It's not that, or foresee it. We foresaw that shit. You can't change the truth. You can't unsee that truth. You can't unsee the earth angel was poisoned. I drank that shit. I did that on purpose. I didn't get what I wanted either. I wanted to wake up to some fucking woman going, oh my God, this motherfucker's not real. I didn't get my wish either. I got a little bellyache, but it's all good. And fucking tarot readers talking about it. Okay, cool. I can't get out of that. Just like these haters that failed can't get out of being surrounded. These cat turd haters cannot get they can't get out of the fact they're surrounded by a litter of haters. That's what it is. They're going to end up covering up that cat turd. I can't do anything about that. It has nothing to do with it. I'm in the club. Pisces Kingdom said, how are you going to hate from the club? You can't even get in. Exactly. And that's what's going on outside the club. Somebody wanted to be the shit and ended up being the cat shit surrounded by a litter of haters. Okay, great. So what do you think's good? Why do you think these people are fighting, Pisces Kingdom? Why do you think these people are fighting? You think that an individual tried to unalive an earth angel, tried to rob an earth angel, dispose of the body, and recruited a litter of haters to help them out. That's training day. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. We all know how that ended. The earth angel ascended into the club. Left everybody else in the fucking litter box. Ashes to ashes. But it wasn't no part of that. Simple enough. It's the best analogy I can give you. Now, Pisces Kingdom will say energetic vampires that lost their host. It's like the fleas and the ticks. The fleas and the ticks coming together and trying to take out the dog. That's like climbing to a top of an iceberg and trying to take it out with a pickaxe. It's like going to a tree and throwing sticks at it. Moon Tarot gave that analogy. I thought that shit was pretty funny. We're on our purpose. These people were trying to destiny swap, recruited a bunch of haters around them in a failed destiny swap. These people are going to have a conscience. They're going to realize, oh my God, you got me involved in what? You got me in a fucking litter box? What a fucking cat turd. What a cat turd to get me wrapped up in a litter box? Oh, man. And then you cover up the cat turd. They want to have a cover up. Cool, you cover up the cat turd because we're in the club. We're not in the litter box. We're in the club. How are you going to hate from outside the club when you're in the litter box and can't even get in? I agree, Pisces Kingdom. That's what she said. She had been having, you say parasitic vampire? I say cat shit surrounded by a litter of haters outside the club. She says tomato, I say tomato. Your ex-president, your ex-vice president used to say tomato E. They made fun of that dude forever because he put an E on the end of tomato. You say, I've never forgot that. You say tomato, I say tomato, but when it Dan Quayle, he says tomato E. Shit. Oh, again, she says parasitic vampire. I say cat shit surrounded by a litter of haters. I don't want any part of that. Pisces, these people can't believe you cut them off so easy. What? A fucking litter box with a cat turd in the middle surrounded by a litter of haters? Not hard to walk away from that there, sweetheart. Simple enough. God is all it is. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light has to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. You have to think. Drop a cat turd in the middle of a litter box and then have that cat turd recruit a litter of haters, little rock stars. Come on, I'm going to make you a star. But we're going to unalive this. We're going to go unalive this earth angel. Oh, but wait, we're not going to tell you that. We're going to recruit these haters, but you won't know what the ultimate goal is. You won't know what the ultimate goal is. Then the ultimate goal gets exposed. And now you have a cat turd in the middle of a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters. I don't want nothing to do with any part of that shit. It's cat shit. Cat shit in a litter box. Simple enough. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit.
Destiny Swapper cat shit in a litter box. Simple enough. Destiny Swapper group karma in a litter box. With a cat turd surrounded by haters. A litter of haters. I don't want no part of that. No. That's ground. That's how cover-ups happen. That's how cat shit cover-ups happen. Simple enough. Simple enough. I don't want any part of that. I don't want any part of that. Thank you, Spirit. They don't like my independence? Yeah, because I'm not the cat turd in the litter box. So I'm in the club. Pisces, they're hating from outside the club because they can't even get in. And the more I sat and thought about what Pisces Kingdom was saying, why was it so easy to cut off? Because it's a cat turd surrounded by a litter of haters. They're going to cover that ass up. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about no part of that. Thank you, Spirit. And I see the clickbait. Pisces, these people can't believe you cut them off so easy. Well, I hate to look at them like, but you got to think it all started with a cat turd. There's a cat turd out there somewhere in the middle of a litter box that recruited a litter of haters. So now you've got a cat turd, a fake cat. They thought they were the shit. They were the cat shit. And they're surrounded by a litter of haters. I don't want any part of that. Simple enough. They got the community under judgment. Okay. I can't do it. How's that community feel about a cat turd? Not even a real cat, just the cat shit. The shit the cat left behind. The turd recruited a bunch of haters. Okay, cool. Then that's the end result of a cat turd in the middle of a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters outside the club hating because they can't even get in. Thank you, Pisces Kingdom. Thank you, Spirit. Stranger things have happened. I mean, I've never seen the litter cover up the cat turd. Usually the cat does that. I don't even want to do that. I want to be part of the cover up. I want to be in the club. I'm in the club. They're hating from outside the club because they can't even get in. Simple enough. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. And they're enraged because they didn't do the work. Ain't this about a bitch? Well, yeah. That's what it is. And please prove me wrong. Prove to me that they didn't do the work to be a cat turd in the middle of a litter box surrounded by a bunch of recruited haters that will now know the truth and be looking at the fucking cat turd, not the cat. The cat didn't cover it up. The litter's going to. Cat don't want no part of that shit. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Talk about an illusion. The illusion is that the cat's going to cover up the turd. No. The reality is the litter of haters are going to cover up that turd. I can't do anything about that. I'm inside the club. I'm busy. Pisces is busy. Spirit. Looking for other Pisces, members of the club. Are there members in the club? It's just what it is. And I'm not going to apologize for leaving cat shit in a litter for a litter of haters to cover it up. I'm not apologize for that. Why should I? I didn't even make the turd. The turd made itself. It was an imitation cat turd. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. Fucking Pisces is going to love it. That's what it is. I can't do anything about that. There's an earth angel out there they couldn't sacrifice? Cool, I'm looking for the earth angel. Why everybody else is fighting about how they were involved in a litter of haters trying to do a cover-up situation. No. The cat isn't a part of the cover-up. The cat's in the club. Cat's in the club. No. The cat turd's in the middle of the box surrounded by a litter of haters. Simple enough. Cards in the upright, and it's what it is. All because they wanted a psychic's destiny, and they can't even do what we do. I'm looking for the people that can do cool shit. If you can do cool shit, I want to see that. I just want to see that. Not the fucking. My gift is spotting fakes. With every tarot reader telling you, and then a bunch of tarot readers trying to cover that up like a cat turd in a litter box. Fuck yeah, that's what it is. We're in the club. How are you going to get in the club of the House of the Rising Sun? You can't even get in. They're hating from outside the club. Simple enough. That's what you're talking about, shamanic bloodline curses and shit. I can't be a part of that. That's what it is. I did not ascend just to get pulled back down into their hell. Misery loves company. Cool. What company is that? What corporate company is now miserable because they have corporate employees that all kind of involved in conspiracy to unalive an earth angel? Oh God. Yep, death is upside down. Simple enough. You can't have that energy in the cards for over a year. That the earth angel is the evidence. Cool, I'm still looking for the evidence. Still looking for that evidence. While they're continuously finding ways to fail again, like a bunch of cat turds in a litter box about to get covered up by the litter of haters they created from rolling the dice. The ace of dice is upside down. They took a gamble, they played stupid games, and they won stupid prizes, Pisces. Look at that. King of Strands, upside down. Simple enough. They tried to take you off your throne only to take themselves. The whole group, they dethroned the whole group. There's what Pisces Kingdom was talking about. It's Pisces, it takes 3 of them to try to come after you. Great, then that's 3 individuals. That's 3 influencers with a litter box of haters. So now that's 3 cat turds in one box, surrounded by their fucking subscribers. Bingo. Yeah, Queen of Strands. Queen of Dice. My problem. My bad. That's what it is. Rolled the dice and lost. They wanted stage. You got these fire sign women that wanted to be on the stage that are in the cards. They're in readers' cards, constantly waiting every day to see if their magic worked on the demise of an earth angel. So you can't have multiple readers that do not know each other being able to call out that energy. It's shit's impossible. Not with me able to go and find specific details that are in each one of their readings. And these readers don't know each other. Sweet. And that was the truth that we said was going to come out a year ago. And now it's coming out. Okay, great. So we predicted something a year ago that these people have been fighting tooth and nail to cover up like a cat turd in a litter box. Simple enough. Simple enough. I've been waiting for a long time to use that analogy. And it's what it is. I mean, that's the way I look at it. It's the way I look at it. Simple enough. Pisces, they can't believe you just cut them off. Prove to me that they're not a litter full of haters surrounding a cat turd trying to be a cat that has no nose. Pisces took their nose. Simple enough. Simple enough. We knew that. That's the problem with psychics. When I say stop, no, and don't about something, especially on this channel, I said stop, no, and don't months ago. That was grieving. That was, oh God, I know what the outcome of this is going to be. Stop, no, and don't. That was their blessings in 3s. They didn't stop. They didn't know. They didn't don't. Now they are cat shit in a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters. Simple enough. I knew it then when I said it. Pisces, everything you said is starting to unfold. Right, and you've got a whole group. That's what Pisces Kingdom's talking about. You got a whole group trying to claim that shit as their own to cover up the fact that they're cat turds in a litter box. Pisces, you have the aura, the light that's undeniable. Well, hell yeah, I'm calling back a waterfall of energy from a bunch of cat turds in a litter box surrounded by haters. The sun. 4 of dice in the upright. Cooperative play can be wonderful, but sometimes what you really need is a break. Well, yeah, I heard these people were really willing to stop at nothing because they couldn't take the healer out. Then they wanted to join the healer. The healer didn't want anything to do with them because they tried to take the healer out. So if you can't beat them, you join them. And now they have lost the healer. The healer has stepped into the club and they're hating outside the club, dipped in conspiracy to unalive a healer energy like cat turds in a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters. Simple enough. Go see a movie at Starcourt Mall. That's what it is. We got plans today. So I'm getting all these readings done early. You may not see me for a minute. Go see a movie at Starcourt Mall. Hit up the arcade or read some comic books. Whatever you do, the 4 of dice insists that you reclaim time for yourself. That's what Pisces Kingdom was just talking about. Simple enough. It's good shit. I'm glad I posted it on my community page for everybody to see. Solo adventures can help clear your mind. Well, yeah, that way you're not a cat turd in a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters. And leave, you're refreshed and ready for the next dungeon crawl. And if we have to, new level, new devils, if we have to dungeon crawl out of another litter of haters because cat turd, that's the price of authenticity, is imitation. So, I mean, they want to be the shit. They want to be the cat's meow, but what they end up being is the cat's turd in a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters. Simple enough. Simple enough. End, sacrifice the earth angel energy. So that's the exposure that they don't want. That's what they don't want. And then they want the person, and that's why I'm looking for that person. So because they don't want that person speaking about that truth. Okay, cool. I'm just going to find that person while they try to find more ways to cover that person up. While they're trying to figure out more ways to cover that person up like cat turds in a litter box surrounded by haters, I'm going to be in the club waiting for that person to show, because they can get in the club. They can get in the club. Simple enough. Death in the upside down. When death is upside down, it suggests that you are on the precipice of a significant life change, but refuse to accept it. Are they not accepting the fact that they tried to sacrifice an earth angel? Oh, God. On a corporate level, we're ascending on a soul level. These people have corporate jobs. It's important shit, right? Not anymore. Change, but refuse to accept it. While it can be difficult to say goodbye, the risk of not doing so is stagnation, resentment, and anger outside the club. Because you can't even get in. Set your sights on the future and trust that wonderful things are in store for you. Well, yeah, I mean, when you flip death upside down, I mean, Pisces flipped the script on death. Amazing. Where is that, Pisces? Simple enough. You can't worry about a litter box with a cat turd in it surrounded by haters. You can't worry about that. They're hating outside the club in a litter box. They can't even get in the club. The Ace of Dice. Pisces Cubes said they were going to do everything they could to manipulate your words, but it never works. Every time they try, it never works because they're in sacrifice the earth angel energy. Trigger demons trying to sacrifice an earth angel. Physically, it's what it is. They tried to create a funeral for that person. Okay, great. So while I'm looking for that person, they tried to create a funeral for. People are now going to start to realize that that is the truth because you've got too many readers saying it. So that's what it is. While I'm looking for that person that they tried to make a victim, the narcissist's last trick is to play the victim. So what does that look like? What does a narcissist's last trick of playing the victim look like? A cat turd in a litter box surrounded by a litter of haters. Simple enough. Oh, you got us in conspiracy to unalive an earth angel energy? And the cat turds, but I was trying to save myself. I'm the victim. I'm the victim. I needed to rob the crown. There was a crown involved. I had to rob that crown. It was a robbery gone wrong, a sacrifice gone wrong. And yes, I'm the cat turd. Fuck, it's what they're like. Pisces, your aura is undeniable. You did the work. Great. That's not a fucking cat turd in a litter box surrounded by haters. The Ace of Dice. Let them manipulate those words any way they want to. That's what Pisces Kingdom's talking about. It's your aura is undeniable. You know that you are the source they were trying to plug into. What, like a bunch of cat turds with a litter of haters surrounding them? Is that what they were trying to do? You can't deny that at this point. You can't deny that. They recruited a bunch of haters because they were trying to plug into someone just like Pisces Kingdom says. So when they hear Pisces Kingdom say it, oh God, that's just what it is. Then you're going to have the narcissist, because I edified Pisces Kingdom. You've got a cat turd in a litter box that used narcissistic triangulation with a bunch of litter. So it is recruiting people. Oh, we got to get more people in on this litter box conspiracy. Upside down. When upside down, this ace is a warning. You not to mix it up. You are being asked to get involved in an argument or settle a disagreement. You are being asked to get involved in an argument or settle a disagreement, but you aren't being given all the necessary information. There may be a great opportunity presented to you, but you're not being shown the whole picture. Trust your instinct, stay curious, and demand the full story. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to get the full story in the club. While they're hating outside of the club, once that smoke settles outside of the club, maybe we'll open the doors up to this Ascension Club thing. Simple enough. All the fakes and the phonies have to figure out why they look like a fucking cat turd in the middle of a litter box, surrounded by a bunch of haters that they probably paid. This litter of haters probably paid that cat turd, thinking it was a cat, but it was really just pretending to be the shit. King of Strands. And it's the same thing Pisces Kingdom said. It takes 3 of them to go up against you. Well, cooler than the 3 of them can just duke it out together. Simple enough. I took their nose. Pisces won by a nose. Took off in the club and let them stand there. No fucking nose. Looking like cat turds in a litter box. King of Strands. The King of Strands. That's what it is. You got to think about these people that are trying to pull off anything using divination, the divination abusers. They're cross-watching karmics. Every time they're trying to do something to get ahead of us, they're getting crooked cop information. They're getting human black market sales information on American soil. They're getting baby-eating reptilian information. They got to be standing there going, oh, fuck. I just woke up. I just had a spiritual awakening. Oh, God, I had no idea these things were going on. Well, yeah, that's why we're called the fucking light. We expose these things that are done in the dark, shit you've never heard of, that people have built their entire fucking lives around talking about. So anytime one of these readers brings up Alpha Draconians, David Icke's been telling you about that shit for 15 years. John Carpenter's movie They Live was going to be a documentary like what David Icke talks about all the time. He got death threats, and his vajayjay, John Carpenter's vajayjay, tightened up. It was sore. He had a sore vajayjay, so he ended up making a movie called They Live instead of a documentary. At least he created something with his sore vajayjay. They kicked him in the vajayjay and threatened his life, so he made a movie instead. This is ingenious shit. This is ingenious. And then you got Jim Carrey following suit. Jim Carrey did the same shit. The Matrix, all those movies. That's what it is. That's their way. They sign NDAs so that it gives them the ability to express their creativity, and they've already told you that. They've already told you that. So I don't know why it's a big surprise for anyone how we get our messages about the truth. So it's in the signs from the universe for a reason. King of Strands. The problem is the secrets that these people know that they didn't tell anyone else and can't figure out how Pisces knows. I've done this before. I'm the QHHT practitioner. I understand past lives, a karmic contract, soul contract, and it's just what it is. Simple. And it's the first thing Pisces Kingdom said. It said anyone that meets you realizes that these people who didn't do the work, that are unhealed, got advice they didn't want to hear and then projected their own darkness onto you. Well, duh. I have a class for that. There's a section Dolores Cannon teaches that tells you how to handle those scenarios. We have training in every fucking thing these people have done. They're trying to figure out how Pisces keeps getting out of this shit. I learned CYA, cover your ass, with human services across the street 20 years ago. What is the problem? When you expose these people that have a fucking pen in their hand, they let their fucking, that's what it is. That's what it is. You speak words that cut them like swords, and they have a pen that's oh yeah, we'll just fix you. They'll take my opinion. They'll only listen to my opinion. Your experience and wisdom doesn't hold a candlestick to my opinion. Simple enough. That's what it is. That's why New Mexico has a hard problem with their sewage system right now. They can't take on all the fucking water God gave them. King of Strands. the king of strands. And that's what Pisces Kingdom would be talking about. Get that shit out of my mind and let it go. I agree. That would be Dr. Hawk Tuss. Spit on New Mexico. They don't believe in human trafficking in New Mexico. Okay, cool. Well, then they don't believe in the New Mexico deluge either. God brings the storms. Simple enough. They don't believe in God while they're swimming out in New Mexico. King of strands. And I agree. Yeah, we'll let that shit go. However, let me tell you, when it comes to intuition, don't you talk to a single one of these individuals that is paid to poison you by some droog rep who gives them a free lunch with prasa-pa-pa-pa, or sisa-pa-pa-pa-pa, or all these things that you can't even pronounce. That they've got city council members in California that are grilling these guys. I don't usually watch a city council meeting, but I wanted to see this one. And they set this guy down. And Karen had the floor. Karen had the floor at this city council meeting. She got the dry erase board, and she's like, "So you're telling me that this?" And I don't give medical advice. This droog that you pumped out into the population had a 70% success rate at 17 cents. And he's like, yeah, okay, great. So then you come out with this new brand, and it had a 7% success rate, but you're charging $17 for it. And he's, don't quote the numbers, but basically. And he's like, well, yeah. Well, how are you able to get something that's 80% less effective and 400% more out on the market? He's freaking bonuses. $1 million bonuses if you can get rid of this shit that we don't want. Okay, cool. I used to do liquidation marketing. I freaking spot that shit a mile away. People, we used to do overstock liquidation. I can get rid of you. If you give me a price on something that's fucking a good deal, it's gone. It's gone. I will make you feel so dumb for not taking all of them for the price. Have you lost your mind? That's stupid. The lady next door told me she'd be dumb not to take all that I had. I had to go back and get more. Simple enough. What was the problem they had with me? I was honest. So go look. If you don't believe me, go fucking look. Anyway. So they're not used to that shit. They're expecting you to be fucking something that you're not, and then when they realize you are who you are, oh fuck, they don't know what to do about that. Authenticity is a stronger vibration than love. That's what it is. You can love your job, but when you do that shit authentically, you're the difference between just do it and, oh man, I love these shoes. I love these shoes. Fuck, it's the difference between the shoe store and Al Bundy. Al Bundy loved being a shoe salesman, didn't he? Queen of Ties. That was the problem they had with me. I made you authentic before you ever got the job. What was the problem? You had to love the worst fucking job in the world before you ever became authentic. By far, it's the worst job in the world, but you can make some money at it. Well, we do anything for money. We'll do anything for money. I know you will. I'll compete anyone for that shit too. So I don't like competition or money. I don't give a fuck. She said Pisces don't have any problem getting money. We just know there's more. Sweetheart, I could walk into a dollar store and in the fucking end of the day be fucking paying your rent. I've done it. Simple enough. I learned I have a certain set of skills that made me a fucking nightmare for these people. They don't know that. They don't tell everything that you know, Pisces. Oh, I agree. That's what it is. That's the hard part that they're figuring out is they had absolutely no idea what they were dealing with. They shouldn't have been dealing with it. My 5-star business has absolutely nothing to do with these fucking people. Simple enough. What is the problem? YouTube. What are they using YouTube for? A platform to steal from creators by what? Sacrifice? That's the scene of Loki and Bartleby walking into the boardroom and fucking having it out with all the corporate guys. Oh shit, he knows. Oh God, we paid so much hush money to, and he knows. That's the energy that's in Pisces Kingdom's cards. Queen of Dice in the upside down. Max doesn't back down to a challenge, and neither should you. There are situations that call for cooperation, but this isn't one of them. Your perception isn't wrong, even if others are trying to convince you otherwise. If you have been putting other people first, even though it means your own needs are overlooked, this is your chance to stand up for yourself. Cool. So you've got every tarot reader on the planet talking about magic backfiring, talking about a glowing aura. Great. Can't worry about people with magic backfiring like a bunch of cat turds in a fucking litter box. Where are those glowing auras? The Pisces that have been picked on, the independents that have been blocked. Stop. The ones who did the work. Where are those individuals? That's what it is. My phone is open. I have something for you. If you don't fit that mold that all these tarot readers, you will have to progress to a point for anyone to ever have anything for you because you can't do anything for yourself. With a bunch of cat turds surrounded by a litter of fucking haters hating outside the club because they can't even get in. Thank you for that, Pisces Kingdom. That's why Pisces Kingdom got that post up there. Simple enough. And it's what it is. That is the truth. Simple enough. You've got the energy in the cards of multiple tarot readers across the planet of someone who ascended to a crown activation. Someone who didn't do the work, wanted to steal the crown and pretend that they were that person, recruited a bunch of haters as an imitation fucking cat turd, and now that person is stuck in a litter box because because now they're the unmasked narcissist with a bunch of haters that they recruited, while one person who is independent just kind of goes on into the fucking club. Simple enough. We're going to go on into the club while this fucking cat turd is dipped in a conspiracy to unalive a fucking human, a healer, an earth angel, whatever, over strong arm robbery. And now you got all these pissed off hater litter box recipients. That's what it is. They won a trip to the litter box. Simple enough. I can't do anything about that. Can't do anything about that, and I don't care to. Simple enough. I'm in the club. I'm too busy. I'm in the club Pisces talking about. Too busy having a good time. That's what it is. So while everybody is outside the club figuring out who's the fucking turd in the litter box that got them all pushed outside the club, I got your nose. I took everybody's nose, went on inside the club. Namaste.